All set.
All right, Pat Boylan, go ahead.
Hi, Nate. After a competitive first quarter, they started to pull away there in the second. Why do you feel like you weren't able to consistently get the necessary stops?
I thought they made the right plays. I thought they made the right plays on our double teams. I thought Joel Embiid played a very solid game. I think in that stretch there was about 2 or 3 times where he kicked it to that weak side and hit a few threes on us, which was 3-6-9 real quick, and it stretched out there a little bit. I thought we were good on offense when we attacked. The problem was we gave up too many points in that first half to get into more of those attack modes.
Wheat.
Yeah, Nate, you guys got it down to 11 there early in the third quarter, and then I think you went scoreless for the next 5.5 minutes. What did you see from the offense over that stretch?
Aggressiveness, togetherness, pace and force, a lot of things. You can see it. You guys can see it. When a bad play happens, we can't let it snowball and affect other things that we do. So we just got to continue to keep playing and keep fighting, and they did that in the fourth quarter.
Scott.
Nate, coaches aren't interacting much, but I thought it was notable Doc came down and talked with you. Can you generally share maybe what he shared with you?
We just told him good game, and he did. He coached a good game. He coached a very good game out there, and he's always very supportive, and he's been around a long time, and I have a lot of respect for him.
Nicole.
Hi, Coach. At this point of the season, what is for you the balance with the team? What will be the big priority for the second part of the season?
The biggest priority is right now, and then I'll answer your question on the second part. But it's right now. We gotta gear up and get ready for the next one here. As we go over there to Cleveland. So keep going through this. The guys that they don't quit, and we have to keep going through getting better on both ends of the floor. That's the first part is just being consistent here, going into our next game. And we got 2 games before the break. So that's my biggest focus right now.
Pat.
Yeah, kind of along those lines, how important are these next couple of games? You have the All-Star break coming, and I assume, you want to get a better taste in your mouth as you head to that stretch.
Yeah, they're all very important, as you know, with a bunch of teams, bunched up there in the East. As you know, you can sway very quickly on being on the top end of that group or the bottom end of that group there in the East. So all of these games are very, very important, and that's what our focus is here on Cleveland on the next one.
In terms of Jeremy, was it just soreness, and was there any imaging done? Anything more you can share on his front?
No, I think it's soreness, and it didn't have anything to do with his last injury. And I think he'll be okay. Like, that's what he told me. I think I don't want to speak for him, but I think he'll probably play in our next game, depending on how it feels tomorrow. So I had a good conversation with him about it.
Tony.
Nate, how easy has it been to keep this team focused and on task during this losing streak? I know it has to be distracting and, mentally tough for these guys when the losses keep coming, but how focused do you feel like this team has been recently?
They have good focus. They do. They pay attention. They have good focus. They're trying to do everything they can out there. It's just not going our way very well. The runs are lasting, the other team, the momentum of the other team is lasting, an awfully long time, it feels like, out there. So, but they're a good group. They stick together. There's not any finger pointing going on out there.
J. Michael, you got anything?
Yeah. What's the status of Doug? I know he got his tooth broken. Is there anything more on him, and could they keep him out next game?
No, I don't know, because I didn't obviously with the tooth, and I saw that, and then he went straight to the locker room, and I have not talked to him. I'm gonna go talk to him right now, and I haven't seen how it happened yet or anything. I know it was on that, we were there on the floor in front of our bench, but I didn't see if it was a back of a hand, an elbow, a head. I didn't see it.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Pat Boylan, go ahead.
Hi, Edmund. In the first half of each of the 3 games on the road trip here so far, your opposition has gone on a pretty significant first half run. What is the key to getting those stopped quicker, and how do you go about doing that as quickly as your next game?
Honestly, we got to stop letting what happens on the offensive end impact on the defensive end. I think that's kind of getting into us. We're letting them runs kind of get out of hand. So mostly, I think we just got to lock in defensively, and whatever happens offensively, just let it go and just get back and get the stop.
Wheat?
Yeah, Edmund, individually, you've had some success offensively the past couple games. What's been working well for you?
I mean, I've just been playing my game. Second unit, TJ and Aaron does a good job of getting the ball out to me in transition, which I'm pretty good at. So, I mean, all the points go to them. I mean, they do a real good job of setting me up, and that's what I've been thriving at.
J. Michael, you got anything?
Sure. Edmund, what's the difference in the team right now after your second 4-game losing streak compared to what you guys were in the first month of the season? Is there anything you can point to beyond obviously personnel you may not have for certain games, but what do you think has changed? You think anything's changed mentally with you guys?
NBA is a long season. It's going to be ups and downs, and we just right now on our down. So, I mean, we just want to turn the page, especially coming the second half of the season, starting with Cleveland. It's trying to end on a good note before break. So like I said, man, it's going to be ups and downs throughout the season. Everything's not going to be perfect. Like, we started off good. Now we're in a little rough patch. We're going to get out of it. We're going to figure things out.
Scott?
Yeah, Edmund, to that end, do you feel like maybe the losing streak and things not going your way has begun to weigh on you guys at all during games, or no?
Not really, man. Guys know we're gonna figure this out. We're not a losing team, so we know we're gonna turn this page and move on from this.
And then in terms of your game, do you just feel like it's mostly just opportunity? This is kind of what you've been staying ready and waiting, and now just trying to make the most of it?
Yeah, I mean, given the opportunity, a little more minutes, just trying to make the most of it. Like you said, I'll stay ready. I'm always in the gym, getting extra work in and stuff like that. So, I mean, when the opportunity comes, I never want to be not ready for it. And so, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do.
Pat?
Do you view these final 2 games as more important, Edmund, so that way you aren't heading into the All-Star break and an extended period off on a losing streak?
I mean, the break don't really have anything to do with it. We want to win every game. So we definitely want to turn this around. Don't want to end this road trip with with an L. So, I mean, our biggest thing is just taking it game by game. We don't really care about break or nothing like that. That has nothing to do with this. We just want to get our wins.
All right, Edmund, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Has had a big run in the first half. What's the key to getting those runs stopped sooner so they don't become as problematic as they have been?
Getting stops. We didn't get stops. I think Joel was the key tonight. We tried to double him on the pass, and he passed really well out of it. Got his other guys going, and once they were going in the second half, it was a breeze. He was making shots. They were making shots.
Wheat?
Yeah, Malcolm, is it difficult for you guys to keep your spirits? How are your spirits right now, having dropped 4 in a row?
It's definitely frustrating. This is not a losing team or a losing culture, so this is not what we're used to. But when you go on losing streaks and you lose a couple, it's all about winning one game. So that's what we're focused on. We got to win in Cleveland.
Scott?
Yeah, Malcolm, both you and Edmund have alluded to the fact defense. Is that the key in your mind to flipping the script and turning this around? And what specifically would you like to see done defensively?
Yeah, defense is definitely the key. I think energy is there. I think attention to detail may not be there. I think the players, the guys on the floor have to do a better job executing our game plan when we go out there on the defensive end. We were a little bit one step slow tonight.
J. Michael?
Yeah, it looks like you guys had something going when you started that third quarter, and then they hit you with that big run. Was it kind of, what was that like? And did it feel like, because based on the way the game went, it looks like that was pretty much a wrap at that point because you weren't able to get close again. How demoralizing, I guess, was that for you guys trying to come back after you had seemed to cut part of that lead in half?
Nothing out here is demoralizing for me. We're competing. There's a really good team we played tonight. We didn't play our best. We got beat.
Anything else for Malcolm? Okay, thank you.